This is CTC News with Wesley Kotar, broadcasting from Sint-Eustatius, Dutch Caribbean. Sponsored by UTLNV, Kodo's Purchasing Services, and Duggins Shopping Center.
Good evening. It's Friday, October 26th, and this is CTC News, broadcasting live from CTC Studios with Alicia Ridan, filling in for Ms. Wesley Kotar. In tonight's local headlines, Trouble Island Council meeting on Sabre. PDB asked about regatta's future, car and bike show on Sunday on St. Martin, in support of drag racing strip. More on these local headlines after a short break.
How to prepare for a hurricane. Plan ahead. Learn how to cope with disaster by planning ahead. Hurricane season starts from June 1st and ends on November 30th.
Know what to do when a hurricane watch is issued. Listen to your local radio or TV station for up-to-date storm information. Prepare to bring inside any lawn furniture, outdoor decorations or ornaments, trash cans, hanging plants, and anything else that can be picked up by the wind. Prepare to cover all windows of your home. If shutters have not been installed, use plywood. Tape does not prevent windows from breaking, so taping windows is not recommended.
CTC News, sponsored by UTLNV, Kodo's Purchasing Services, and Duggins Shopping Center.
Here are our local headlines. A 4-hour Island Council meeting with heated discussion took place on Wednesday, October 24th on Sabre. The stakes were high after Whipham Island Council member Carl Bonkamper and Everton Heiliger notified Chairman Governor Johnson that they would not be attending the meeting. This meant that the decision of the SLP opposition leader, Councilman Ishmael Livingston, was essential. Councilman Livingston refused to vote for a controversial dismissal of former Island Council Registrar Els Boers. The compromise reached was to have the agenda points shifted to allow Lens Stolancher to leave the meeting and in no way have to deal with the dismissal of Els Boers. At the close of the meeting, the proposal to release Boers was only voted for by Rolando Wilson and Emilia Nicholson. Leader of Partido Democrático Bonaireano, Robbie Birkenboom, is concerned about the sailing of the Bonaire Regatta future due to the decreasing numbers of international participation during the 45th edition of the once so popular festival. Birkenboom wants to know how the Executive Council intends to save this event. The St. Martin Drag Racing Association will be hosting a car and bike show on Sunday, October 28th on the public parking lot opposite Central Bank and the post office from 2 to 6 p.m. in support of the construction of a drag racing strip. Owners of sports cars and bikes have all been invited to participate. A peaceful line-up of drag race cars, bikes, and street cars will be on display along with their supporters. The drag race cars that will be traveling to St. Croix for the drag race on November 16th, 17th, and 18th will also be on display. In regional news, PSMFK signed willingness statement. More on our regional news after a word from our sponsors.
In everything we do, there is a risk, and many times our eyes are caught up on the prize. But even though there are risks, there are many ways we can protect ourselves. Be wise with the choices you make. Be smart and protect your choices. Protect yourself.
Oh my yeah, I'll be there, girl, you know I care, girl, 'cause it's love that we share. I will steer it in the right direction, though I have no fear.
CTC News, sponsored by Utel NV, Kodo's Purchasing Services, and Duggins Shopping Center.
The leaders of Pueblo Soberano PS Movimiento Futuro Curaçao, MFK and MAN, confirmed their willingness from Curaçao's government for the 2012-2006 term in statement signed on Tuesday at Zeelandia County House. The next step is for joining committees to establish priorities for the cabinet to be supported by the same three parties of the former coalition, following by the division of portfolios. MAN leader Charles Cooper has already indicated that he would like to keep the same ministers as in the ousted Scotter cabinet. In international news, Curaçao will not be forced into accepting independence. Dutch caretaker Minister of Home Affairs and Kingdom Relations Liesbeth Spies told the second chamber of the Dutch Parliament on Thursday. Curaçao will not become independent against the will of the Curaçao people, says Spies. A next step can be to set if the people of Curaçao were to indicate their desire for independence via the results of a referendum, explained Spies. A complete package of the measure and legislation would be needed to facilitate independence for Curaçao, including on the issue of nationality and the passport of the new country. MP Madeleine van Torenburg of Christian Democratic Party said her party would cooperate with the wish for the independence, but only if the people of Curaçao indicate this in a referendum. If the desire indeed turns out to be independent, the people should understand the implication of complete independence, financially and also with regard to nationality. The initiative of independence is entirely up to the Curaçao people and not the Netherlands, assured Spies. She explained that according to international laws, former colonies have the right to decide whether they want to keep the relations with the former motherland or not. While the Netherlands may not take the initiative for Curaçao's independence, a majority in the second chamber would gladly give its cooperation if Curaçao were to choose this option, for MP Ronald van Raak of the Socialist Party said on Wednesday, "The love has been hurt and the divorce has started. I say that after all that we did for Curaçao, we provided a lot of money, people and assistance. It is a disaster that the people again elected the same politicians. This implies that we cannot go on," said Van Raak. However, Spies said, so far, fear of social unrest had not materialized, and she was glad that the things were relatively quiet on the island. Our 3-day weather forecast coming up right after the break.
Thinking about building your home or business? Well, you can check us out at CT Creativity. Here we can design or take your design and ideas and add our touch of creativity to architectural drawings and details which will build your future home or business. At CT Creativity there are two options. Option 1, our basic prints, which includes all floor plans and details with 3D views of the exterior. Option 2, our advanced prints, which includes all floor plans, details, 3D views of the exterior and interior with realistic pictures of the entire property, giving you a direct look into your future. Give us a call at 318-1627 or 318-4664. CT Creativity, where creativity stands out.
CTC News, sponsored by Utel NV, Kodo's Purchasing Services, and Duggins Shopping Center.
Here is our 3-day weather forecast for the islands of Statia, Saba, and St. Martin. Tonight, October 26th, on Statia and Saba, partly cloudy, 86 degrees Fahrenheit, 20% chance of rain, and wind south-southeast at 13 miles per hour. On Saturday, October 27th, partly cloudy, 85 degrees Fahrenheit, 20% chance of rain, with winds south at 15 miles per hour. On Sunday, October 28th, partly cloudy, 85 degrees Fahrenheit, 20% chance of rain, with winds south-southwest at 16 miles per hour. On Monday, October 29th, AM showers, 83 degrees Fahrenheit, 30% chance of rain, and winds will be southwest at 14 miles per hour. On St. Martin, tonight, October 26th, partly cloudy, 86 degrees Fahrenheit, with 20% chance of rain and winds south at 12 miles per hour. On Saturday, October 27th, partly cloudy, 86 degrees Fahrenheit, 20% chance of rain and winds south at 13 miles per hour. On Sunday, October 28th, partly cloudy, 87 degrees Fahrenheit, 20% chance of rain and winds south-southwest at 15 miles per hour. On Monday, October 29th, AM showers, 85 degrees Fahrenheit, with 30% chance of rain and winds southwest at 12 miles per hour. That was our 3-day weather forecast for the islands of Statia, Saba, and St. Martin. Thanks once again for tuning in to another edition of CTC News with Alicia Redan. Until next week, do have a pleasant weekend and God bless.